Matt Sheehan, Dracut School Committee member. Matt, we had a talk on the phone last week, and you thought you might make a statement here about enough is enough, about calling for a boycott. Has stuff happened since in the last few days that kind of calmed you down a little bit?
Well,
or?
I think the talk has ceased.
Yeah.
You know, everybody spoke their opinions, and I think we should just leave it at that.
Right.
You know, I think everybody on the board, or most of us on the board, made our statements, you know, in support of local business.
Yeah.
And you know, I think that's where we're at.
Right. So we're sort of in a holding period as far as the override debate goes, but you delivered the good news tonight that there's no layoffs.
There is, yes.
Yeah.
We are in a holding pattern because there is, I believe, the 16th or the 17th.
Right. With the selectmen.
But, you know, Mr. Stone, Superintendent Stone, and Mr. Frangema, and the entire administration have done a really good job. And I just call it tightening their belts to have no layoffs this year. You know, there was a lot of reports out there on certain websites that stated that we were going to have several layoffs. It's just completely inaccurate. And, you know, as we talked, that, you know, we need accurate statements out there. And so tonight I just wanted to make sure that you know, we spoke the truth. And the truth is there are no layoffs. But, you know, some programs were cut, as Superintendent Stone explained tonight. And, you know, it was, I guess if you want to call it a little tightening of the belt, but like I said, you know, statements were made that were false. And I just want to rectify that tonight.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
Michele Green of Stand Up for Dracut, you delivered a nice little message to the succinct message to the school committee tonight about who the members of Stand Up for Dracut are, what they stand for, and also you talked about your visit to Shaw Farm. Did you actually visit with Warren Shaw? Were you able to see him?
No, I actually didn't see him around, and his daughter Lindy was there.
Yeah.
And a good friend of mine's daughter works there. She was face painting, so we went.
Right.
We had a nice day. My kids were with us, and we had a great day, and I spoke with Lindy, but not about stand-up. It wasn't about that day.
I know we did have in the Lowell Sun an error. We said that Rob Palmer, who called for a boycott of Shaw's Farm because he disagreed with Warren's opposition to the override, we said he was a member of Stand Up for Dracut. He's not. So we're going to correct that. But and you pointed out that that's not a tactic that you approve of.
No, we don't approve of any boycotts of any local businesses. That's not what we're about.
Right.
You know, we do try to inform the community, and the community has been very active, and that's very helpful for, you know, moving the Proposition 2.5 forward to getting it to pass. But we don't condone any boycott of any kind.
There was one statement, though, I listened to the radio, said that the parents that belong to Stand Up for Dracut only care about themselves. Maybe he wishes he hadn't said that. I mean, you guys probably bristled when you heard that.
Well, you know, you can't control what other people are going to say. I can only say that,
Yeah.
you know, we're not for ourselves. We're part of the community. We're for the town. We think this is something that's going to improve the town as a whole.
Right.
To really help everybody and benefit everybody.
And I heard that some of the parents said, we're for the children. What's good for the children is good for the town.
Right.
It's good for everybody.
Right, and our motto is when the schools win, Dracut wins.
That
And
was on
how
your T-shirt.
And that's how we feel about it. That's for everybody, really.
Thank you, Michele.